Hi guys, welcome back to Flavor Kingdom. Today, as promised, I'm going to be making bread. I know everybody loves bread, but not everybody like to buy bread from the store because one, it's just the size is just not always consistent. It's not always fresh. You know, there's numerous reasons why. Some of us don't like buying bread. So that's why I'm going to teach you guys how to make bread from the comfort of your own home. So if you're one of those persons who does not like to buy bread from the store, then stick around because you're going to want to learn this. Okay guys, so let's get straight into it. In this bowl, I have the water and the yeast that I had sitting for a little bit. Now we're just going to add all the other ingredients in. So here I have my softened butter. You always want to start with clean hands because I don't like to use gloves when I'm making bread. So I just want to do everything real quick. So start off with clean hands. And then you're going to dump everything into the big bowl. So that was my butter. And then I added my shortening. And then I have dry milk powder. I'm going to add in here as well. I have sugar. And I'm going to add the sugar in as well as my salt and my eggs. And don't worry about the measurement, guys. I'm going to add the measurements into the description box so that you guys could better know the measurements that way. Because if I tell you the measurements now, I'm not sure you're going to be able to keep up with me. So you're going to mix that all in. And then we're going to add the flour. And this is bread flour. We're going to add in our flour. And we're going to mix this until everything gets dissolved into it. Before we add the remaining flour. So I'm going to mix all of this together. Everything is dissolved. Okay, so we mix everything in. And then after that, we're gonna mix the rest of the remaining flour in here. Gonna start becoming doughy, and that's what you want. So at this point, it should start looking like this. Actually, I'm gonna get these taken care of. It's gonna start looking like this. Guys, if it's too wet, you could always add more flour into it because you're trying to make a dough. So it's supposed to be soft and fluffy, not wet. Okay guys, so we're gonna continue to knead the dough until it become the right consistency. Right now it's a little bit still sticky, and as you can see, I have it on my countertop. And yeah, So we're just gonna do this for like 8 to 10 minutes until the dough becomes smooth and stretchy. And then we'll know, and not as sticky as it is now, so it's still sticky. So you're just gonna continue to do that. And you can sprinkle your countertop with a little bit of flour so that it's, you know, the dough can come together. So you're just gonna knead it until it does. Until it comes together. So we're gonna just do this for 8 to 10 minutes. So a little process, but I'm telling you, the rewards are everything. We're just gonna do that until it comes together. It's coming together, you can see. It's already coming together here right now. It's becoming less sticky. You don't want to knead too much on it, because when you knead the dough, you develop gluten, and gluten can make your buns hard or whatever. You want to make your dough too hard, because then your finished product will be hard and dry. You don't want that, so you're lightly working the dough. That's what I'm doing now. Folding. Trying to get it nice. Okay guys, after working the dough for approximately 30 minutes, it's finally came together. So now we're going to put it in the bowl and let it rest and ferment. So you put it in the bowl, and then you want to cover the bowl with plastic. Now I turned my air conditioner off in the house just because I needed it to be hot for the dough to rise. So make sure you guys do that. I'll put a double one over here so it's tightly locked. Okay guys, so I'm gonna set this to bulk ferment, and then we'll continue. Okay guys, so the dough is bulk fermented for an hour. So without further ado, let's get right into it. See, it has doubled in size, so that's how you know it has fermented. See, it got bigger. So the yeast rise the dough. So now we're going to release some of the gases that are inside of the dough. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna punch it down. Punch the dough down. Fold it over a couple times. Like so. See how nice and stretchy the dough is? I like that. So we're just gonna do that with the dough. And then you never want to use a knife to cut your dough. You have to get one of these. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one of these, because you don't want to use a knife, because you're going to trap, tongue twister. Trap the gases inside the dough and you don't. Okay guys, so after we portion the dough, we're going to start shaping the dough. Pre-shaping the dough. And so for the buns, you want to go tuck it in. You're going to fold it into two, sorry, pretty much. I like to do that so that the dough could rest. The gluten could get to rest in between, so that your buns come out soft and not too hard. So that's what I like to do before I round them up. that to each one. Last one. I'm gonna make it 6 buns for now. Then, so you pre-shape them. Okay guys, so after we pre-shape the dough, now we're gonna round the dough and form it into the final shaping. So you wanna go around and tuck each side and close what you wanna call the key. So it should look like this, and you wanna close that together. And then, after you close it together, then you're gonna go around and round it on the countertop until it looks like a little ball. So like this, you could use 2 hands to like form it neatly. So that's what your finished product should. So guys, here I have all 6 buns shaped and ready to be proofed. So now I'm going to cover this with plastic and set it so it could rise up again. Second step for the rising process. So I'm going to let these proof, and then I'll come back and show you guys what they should look like before you egg wash them, seed them if you want to, and put them in the oven. Okay guys, so I'm back to show you guys the process so far. See, it's rised enough where it's touching the plastic. When it gets to this point, I like to remove the plastic so that the plastic doesn't hinder the bread from rising up. So I'm going to remove the plastic now and let it continue to rise. Okay guys, so I've let the buns proof for an hour and they're finally ready. As you can see, this is this is what they look like when they're ready. A trick for me to know is I rub my finger on them, and I like to feel I wait till they're like really hard on top so that you can get that crust, that nice crust on your bun. And so now we're gonna do the last step, which is applying the egg wash with a brush. So we're gonna egg wash them so that they will have that nice golden brown color and shine. And then we're gonna sprinkle some seeds on top, and then we're gonna finish them off in the oven. So when you're brushing, you want to do it gentle so that you don't poke it, because if you poke it, it's going to deflate. Your buns are going to be flat. You don't want those flat buns, get it? I'm bad. Don't listen to me. Anyways, we're going to apply the egg wash onto the buns. You want to try to get it on the sides as possible. When I'm doing it, I do my brush like this. You know, so I could get all around the side. Okay guys, I'm back to show you guys the finished results. Here's the buns. After 13 minutes, instead of 16, it took only 13. Nice golden brown. It's really shiny from the egg wash. And the egg wash that I used was just basic eggs, 1 egg and a little bit of water, you know, and then I added some sesame seeds on top. So if you look closer, you can see the shine. That's what the egg wash does. And what's a bun without, you know, this nice crust? Oh my God, I can't wait to break into it. I should break into it to show you guys what it looks like. Nice and airy. Nice. It's still warm, but as you can see, it's nice. Not dense, really fluffy. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, and most of all, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what I could do better in my videos. You know, just feel free to comment. Thank you.